Hello. A weird time stream, yep. Because today it is the only time I can. That's why. So we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. A weird time stream. What I want to work on today, I want to ensure that the cards are also working with the mounts, because I think that people will abuse it otherwise. And I want also to test what happens to encumbrance when you are using a mount, because we have to decide maybe that the mount has a bit more capacity but should not have infinite capacity, and I want to test that as well. So yup, let's go. I think we can put it inside the mounts. Yeah, in transport 2 actually. I see it. Encumbrance while mount, yeah. This one I tried a million times, but I couldn't do it. I don't know. There is ALS getting to the way, and I cannot rotate my character properly. I don't know how to do it. So I will not do it. Yeah, but this one... This one we can do. So encumbrance while on mount. So I need my second character to my play, because I want to test it with a player, because if I test it as a GM, nothing works. So I have to test it as a player. So I need to see. I need to see. I want to do it. Just wait a second. Wait. I'm not live yet. I'm not live yet. Wait a second, because one of the machine went down. This machine went down or what? Yes. Yes, 1 second. I have to do this. Yeah, it went down because I forgot to plug it in. Let me see if now I can save this file. Yes, I can. Okay, good. Okay, I think I'm back to. I think I can. Yep. I'm here. Hello. What I can say, hello everyone, hello, good day, good morning or good late night, depending where you are in the world, but hey, let's go play folder here. Okay, change the music, we are good to go. So we have to think about the new release, by the way. I don't know when I can do it, but I think after probably this piece, we can try. Okay, so I want to test. I want it in the dummy database, right? I don't think we have to test it. And I need the quest because I need to have. Okay, let me start everything, and then we will search. We will search for a quest with. This guy will give me a card, which is nice. And oh, by the way, we were doing some tests on the lock picking minigame. There is some progress there, so I don't know if I can put it in by the next for the next release. That would be nice to have the lock picking in, but I think it still requires some work. So. So if I connect as this guy, let me see if he already has a mount or not. I don't think he does. No, it does not have a mount. Does not have a mount. Let me just see who. Obviously, it is night. Let me just see in the database who is giving us a mount quest. Quest. I think we have two scripts. Doesn't look like any of these ones though. Here it is. Merchant, give me a familiar. Okay. What do you mean? What do you mean it's falling down? I mean, if we can do it in the dummy database, would be a bit easier. So hopefully we can. I understand there will be not too many people in the stream today. Probably will be only me, but it's fine. I'm gonna stream if I'm working on the game. I'm going to stream anyway. check one thing. Yeah, these are some of the maps for yesterday. Game. There is the city where my players are. That is the city where my players are. I mean, if we can get the mount and the cart for this guy, would be good. Let's see if we can. Because I really want to test it as a... I don't know why it's falling down, by the way. That is so weird. Why is it falling down? It's so strange. Anyway. You cannot move. I don't understand what is going on. This guy cannot freaking stay where he should stay. So I'm teleporting him here, right? And then what happens? He cannot move, or he's falling down, or what the fuck? Weight 7, capacity. Is it a problem of capacity or what? I don't think so. It's continuously dying. It is continuously dying. I don't know. I don't understand. Why is continuously dying? It's like he's flying all the time, right? Like if he cannot move. Like if he cannot move, look at that. No. And then it dies again. It's ridiculous. I don't understand what is going on. This never happened. There seems to be... I don't know, it's weird. I mean, I understand the fall damage, right? I understand the fall damage. But can I set the gravity off for him for a second or not? I don't think I can. I mean, I can try, but I don't think I can. Okay, I did. So at the moment this guy has no gravity. Okay. And he died again. What the hell? He's just dying continuously. I don't get it. What the fuck? I don't know if he's dying from the fall or if he's dying for something else. Okay, maybe now we did it. Maybe now we did it. Maybe now we did it. So let me try to restore the gravity on him. Okay. Can he move normally? Yeah, he can move normally, it looks like. Okay. Okay, so what I wanted to... Now that he's finally here and alive, which is a good thing... What? What the hell? Okay, now we have another problem that for whatever reason the merchant didn't load in. The merchant didn't load in. That is so strange. Huh? Did I save this file? Oh, maybe I didn't save it. Okay. Hello, Mike. Good time for you. Nice. Yeah, it's a kind of a weird time for me because it's Saturday morning. I guess for you is Saturday afternoon, right? Yeah. Yeah, I'm working on the cards and I'm working on the cards and trying to see if we can have it work properly also with the mount, because I think that people will definitely try to use it with the mount. And at the moment, I didn't do any work for it, so I guess that it doesn't work or it works weird. So I'm trying to first of all create a scenario where I can test it. And at the moment I'm not there yet because there are some missing pieces, but let's see if I can. Okay, now finally we have the freaking merchant. So we can speak with the merchant with our player and could you give me a Rivnak? Yes. Could you give me a drifter? Yes. Okay. That is very nice because we should have now 2 pets. Yeah. We can start with a drifter. We need the ring of familiar though. Can we just have a generic ring or that's a good question. I don't know if the ring needs to be bound. I have no idea. We will see it in a second. This game, you know, has so many functions that sometimes I really don't recall. Okay, let me see if I can summon my thingy now. Yes, I can. Okay, so now we have our Rivnak, so it's dark because whatever. Okay, now we have our Rivnak. And now the question is, if... so at the moment I am weight 8 of 100. So let's try to give to this guy some items that are kind of heavy. Some items that are heavy and it can be traded. Falcon is 8. I will need 1,000,000 of them. I need to find a relatively heavy item in the dummy database that I can give item stats. Let me say something that is not a quest item. Let's say where the weight is greater than 10. Well, where the weight is greater than 8, let's say. Iron ore is kind of heavy. Okay, iron ore is fantastic. Okay. So if we generate some iron ore, we can have how many of them? We can have 50 of them. Okay. It is already pretty heavy. And we want to give to this guy like 20 or so. We want to give to this guy probably 20. Okay, so now is 100 above his weight, right? And you see that he cannot move, right? He cannot move. Okay, so what I want to test is when I mount, you cannot mount while carrying too much. That's a good one. Okay, so if you are encumbered, you cannot mount, but you can drop it to the ground and then mount it later, right? So in reality, it's not really doing... Let me drop like 5. And let me pick it up with this guy because I want to keep them. So now I should be moving very, very slow. Yes, I'm moving very, very slow. Can I mount? Oh wow, I cannot mount even if I like this though. You cannot mount if you are carrying too much stuff, right? But I mean, the idea is you just drop it to the ground and then you mount. And then you pick it up, right? And now you are over capacity. And you move without any problem, right? So if I drop 5 more, there are the ones that were basically making game not move, right? And if I'm dropping 5 more and I'm picking up 5 more, the item is guarded. Okay. I'm picking up 5 more. Okay, now I am over my mount. I can move anyway. So there is no consideration, right? There is no consideration of encumbrance while on the mount. And this is a problem. Now, why this happens? That's the question. Why this happens? I think this happens because at the moment the character is the mount. So even if I can still see my inventory, I can still drop item, pick up item, the actual creature that is moving is the Rivnak. And the Rivnak is not affected by the encumbrance, and that's the problem. I think he can carry a bit more, right? We can say that he can carry a bit more, but he's already carrying you, right? So if you have a lot of weight. Now the problem though is that this is not happening in ALS, right? Because the mounts are not using ALS. ALS. True. So I need to understand where the hell in a way, because I think they are still an ALS character. They are still an ALS base character, but they don't. Then I'm not completely sure though. No, because I remember I have some function. If I search non-ALS, yeah, is One request, can you add a pen name just 8? Yeah, that's kind of easy. We can do that. You would prefer that? Should be, it's very easy to do. It's very easy to do now. I don't remember exactly where that happens, but it should be very easy. Because I think it's in the tick. No. Where is that? Is in NPC brain tick. Ah, yes. Now I remember. Brain tick. Check pet energy, request food. This is where is requesting food. Perception out of food. Eat food. Eat food. Lock timer. Pet. Perception out of food. Out of food, trigger event. Seems to be easy, but it's not easy. No, it is. It should be easy, but handle perception. Perception out of. I don't remember where the hell. I don't remember where we have that. I don't remember. Should be in NPC operations, but let me try NPC operation. Eat the item. Is here? Pick up operation. Name the object, object type, eat the item, play the sound, play the eat animation. If he's a pet, boost the energy up. Item costing. No. I think he's here. Yeah, he's here. He's here. Now, this is a NPC brain pickup operation with consume. Do it for everyone, because in theory I think we can do it for everyone. So also if another NPC is doing the same, right? Why not? So you want to send a message to who? To everyone. So there is a generic broadcast to everyone. Generic broadcast to everyone. We can broadcast it with the send message. We can, let me see if we have a broadcast here. No. We don't have a broadcast message. Don't remember how to send a message to everyone, but I can just get it from like when someone picks up. Yeah, but when someone picks up a thing, right? It's already sent to everyone, so let me get it from there. Let me get it from there. It should be easy. Should be easy. Should be easy. Where is it? Yeah. Actor multicast. Okay, this is how we do it. Send the pickup text message to all the client. Actor multicast message. Okay, this is the one that we need. This is the one that we need. This is the one that we need. Send the message to all clients. So we want to send what? We want to send the NPC name. NPC, what is it? NPC is my brain, huh? No. NPC, get actor, get character name. So we can say and then we can say 8, and then we can say %d, which is the count of the thing that he actually ate, and %s, which is the item name, right? The item name, where item is what? Where item is an actor? No. Item name is not good. We need the yeah, we need this. What is this count though? Huh? That's a bit weird. I think it will eat the whole stack, by the way, which is so if you drop a stack of 65 things, I think it will eat. Maybe you should eat one at a time. Yeah, I think we are at the moment we are destroying the item. So if is a stack of 65, it will eat all the 65, which is probably not what we want actually. But that's a bigger change, so unfortunately I don't know if I can do it now because I'm doing something else. But I think we will remove the count at the moment because I don't understand what this count is. We do it from the pet character. I think we can, no? Yeah, okay, like this, I think like this it should do it. I think he should. I think he will. I think he will send it out. I just have to recompile. Okay, so what I was saying is that, let's go back to what we were doing. So that there is a setting for the speed, right? The non-ALS speed. The problem is that we are not setting the encumbrance while we set the speed, but we set the encumbrance while we are moving, if I remember right, no? So we have an encumbrance slowdown, right? And this encumbrance slowdown is the one that is defining, is on PS character, right? Is on PS character. And I assume that my mount doesn't have any. So basically, when I'm right, when I mount and when I dismount, I need to change the encumbrance slowdown of my mount. That's the first thing we have to do. And then here there is a calculation on movement updated. But I think we can probably just do it on the mount and dismount. Now, items. While you are on the mount, we also need to update the encumbrance slowdown, right? And that's a problem. It's the same if you are selling or buying or storage or anything. So every time you get a new item, okay, but let's do one step at a time. So let's try to do that when you do it when you mount, actually. I want to do it when you mount. Handle mount, handle unmount. Okay, so this is when you are actually, right? I hope that encumbrance slowdown is already a replicated variable. So I don't have to go crazy and yeah, it's already replicated. Okay, that's nice. Replicated. There is already an on encumbrance change, by the way. Let me see that. That is very nice. Okay. So, okay, that is very good. So we already have a function that is I mean, it should, right? I'm not completely sure that this is called also on the server. I think it's called only on the client. Because we can do it here. I think we can do it here. Okay, let's do one thing at a time. So the first thing to do is when we mount and dismount, we need to pass the encumbrance that we have on the character to the mount. So Mount. Handle mount. I mean, I'm fine as long as this is not client only, eh? It is a normal function, right? Yeah, this is a normal function. Okay. So we have to pass our encumbrance to the mount, right? So we need to get the rider encumbrance slowdown, and we have to set it as our mount encumbrance slowdown, right? So here we are basically passing our encumbrance to the mount, right? And I would say that when we unmount, we set it back to 1, right? Which is here. Remove rider relationship. Get mount. Wait a second. Yeah, I have to do it before because here we don't have the. So reset the encumbrance to reset the encumbrance to 1. So here I don't have the mount, but I think it's easy because we can just get our client get mount, right? Our client get mount, and we can set the encumbrance slowdown to 1. Okay. So basically now when I am mounting, I'm passing my encumbrance, and when I'm dismounting, I'm resetting to 1. Now, I think what we could do is that in the replicated width, right, which is this function, but we have to be sure that it is running. We have to be sure that it is running server side, because if this is not running server side, we are done, right? So we need to be sure. We need to be sure that this happens, right? Now, get my movement component. I think it works only for ALS characters. So this one will run. Yeah, you see? This one will run only for ALS characters. And we have to do it also for non-ALS characters. So here what we have, so we have to, do we update directly? Do we update directly the speed or what? That's a good question. Because I have this, right? Set speed non-ALS. Set speed non-ALS gate running 1. Get race info. I mean, can I just put it here or not? I think I can just put it here. I mean, if I multiply. Wait a second, I don't understand this thing. What is this thing doing? Is getting the run speed as the default, and then is changing it for walking and sprinting as the default based on the gate that we actually have. And then is setting. Okay, so if I multiply. Okay, so if I can just do it here, right? I can do new speed equal to my new speed multiplied by my encumbrance slowdown, right? And in theory, this will do it. Now, I don't know if this is called continuously, right? Or if it's only called at start. I think it's called when you change your speed. Yeah. It's only called when you change your speed, unfortunately. Which is not enough, right? Which is not enough. So we have to do it. We have to do it also when we are mounting. I don't think I should do it here. Now that I see the code, right? I don't know if I should do it. Well, I should. Well, yes. I have to do it here. I have to do it here. Part of what? Is part of movement. Oh fuck, it's part of PS character. Oh shit. Is part of PS character. No, so we need to move this. We need to move this down one because otherwise this will never work, right? We have to move this down one. Can I have a replicated override? We said no, huh? Oh crap. We cannot have a replicated with override. So no, because inside this function, right? Inside this function, I need to call this, which is actually a PS character function. So it's not on the father class. It's on the subclass, right? It's not on ALS base character. Is on my thingy. And so, and we needed that. Why we needed that here, by the way? I have no idea why we have this in PS character and not in. For sake of simplicity, so that I add it here. I can move it because I have get race info. Yes, because I have get race info, and get race info is specific of our PS character. Creperinos. How do I fix this then? This is so annoying though. So basically I have a replicated variable. I have a replicated variable. Let me ask ChatGPT and see if he can do it. But I don't think so. Well, I mean, there is a way for sure, but I don't know what is the way. Why we don't have ChatGPT? So, what? Yeah, I have two clients open, full screen, and this is kind of making things hard. So in a real engine, I have a APS character class, right? Derived from ALS base character. Derived from ALS base character, right? I have a variable, I have this variable. I have this variable, which is my encumbrance thingy, right? I have this variable. And the problem is that inside, so the problem is that inside onWrap encumbrance change, I need to call a function on APS character, right? But this fails, obviously. No, but I'm not speaking about... Bro, the problem is... Wait, I didn't understand. The problem is that onWrap encumbrance change is defined on a ALS based character, right? The problem is that onWrap encumbrance is defined on a ALS based character, and so from its implementation, I cannot call a method in APS character, but I have to. I think it's a very hard problem to explain. I think the AI will not. I think it's hard that the AI will understand it, but let's see. So one way is to move that function down, but I don't think I can move that function down because my encumbrance slowdown must stay on a LSPS character, and I cannot have a replicator. I mean, I can have another function. Maybe if I create another function that is inside, and that one is yeah. Maybe I can do this way. Maybe I can if I create another function. So if I have this set speed non-ALS and I have it override on ALS base character, and the implementation is empty but is override, and then we implement it on, yeah, I think they should do it this way, right? Is that the proper way? So if I set my let me see what this guy's doing. Handle encumbrance change. So this one is defined on base character. It does this, and this one then is override, right? Yeah. It's doing exactly what I wanted to do. Exactly. It's doing exactly what I wanted to do. Yeah. Well, I don't know. It's a bit longer the way you explained it, but basically, I think if we take our I think if we take this function, I don't know if it will really work, but if we take this function, right, and we declare it on ALS base character as virtual, and here, I think here it can be empty. I think it's not needed, right? I think it's not needed. And yum 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 yum. And in APS character must be virtual override. Right? So now I can call that function, right, on my yeah. So now but it will be overridden. Yeah, exactly. Why didn't I think about it before? Because I'm a bit rusty in this override stuff. But basically now I can call it, so that will not fail anymore, right? Yeah, exactly. This, you see that now it became green because this is not failing. So we are calling it on base character, but in reality we are calling it on PS character. And this will set the encumbrance again, right? Okay. Let's see what happens. At the moment I'm not printing out anything, so we may just not see it, but let me recompile and see what happens. And see what happens, my boys. Ooh. So this afternoon and tonight I will not be here, guys. I'm sorry, but I have some stuff to do. We can also see if the pet is sending a message when he's eating now. I think he should eat, by the way, one stack, one item at a time, right? Not a whole stack of 65. But that's something to do. There's something else we should do. It's compiling, boys. It is compiling. Meanwhile, let me see what happened in this crazy world during the night. Wow. Holy moly. Okay. Okay, it's compiled. So we can try. I think I still need my. But in theory, I should already be slowed down, right? We should already see a slowdown in the. Now the problem will be to decide how much is the mount slowdown. So how much additional capacity the mount has. My thinking is that considering you are on top of the mount and so is already carrying your weight plus all the items you have on you, I think we can consider it is identical. So that if you are encumbered, the mount will slow down as you slow down. Now, the problem of the current system, I mean, if this works, that I don't know if it works, but if this works, there is still one problem with that. That is, whenever you gain a new item, I don't know, that will work already because we have it on the on-wrap. No! What happened? Holy shit, it crashed. PS character 1860, yeah, it crashed exactly in our function. PS character, the client crashed. Wait a second, wait a second. Because this needs to be called only server side. This must be called only server side. Yeah. This must be called only server side, and with the onReplicate, I did it also on the client, which is not a good idea. Yes. Let me just check that this is server side 100%. This should be server side and this is server side. So I have to do this. I have to do this only when we are on the it's saying that this function is not a good function. I think it's just as authority probably. Yeah, as authority, exactly. I think this as authority is the best way. I use this is running dedicated server probably a bit too much. And it's probably not the right way to do it, right? Because you see that we do it in many places. But I don't know if this is really the right way to do it. I think it should always be as authority. I don't want to change it now though. Nah, I don't want to change the others now because it's too risky. I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do, but in theory I should change all the is running dedicated server to as authority, which is way better way. It's a much better way to do it. But fine. Okay, if I recompile, it should not crash anymore. By the way, guys, how are you today? How are things going this weekend? Or tell me, what do you plan to do in this weekend? Huh? Dun 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 dun. Okay. Let's see if this does something. Let's see. I don't know why at the beginning the character is kind of falling down, right? I don't understand that, but fine. Wow, the moment I cannot move because I'm completely encumbered. Okay. So if I summon my mount, right? So if I try to mount it, it will say that I cannot. Okay. If I drop these items to the ground, if I drop 10, right? 10, I think is the number that allows me to mount. 11. Okay. And now I move normally, right? At the moment I'm moving normally. But if I pick up these things, right? No, I can still move without any problem. Why? In theory, it should have been slowed down, right? But it didn't work. It didn't work. Okay, we need to understand if this function is actually called or not. I think I printed out a previous, no? Yeah, encumbrance change, on-ramp encumbrance change, prev 019 and 000. Yeah, exactly. Right, so in theory, but it's not doing it. But I see here the message, right, that this happened, right? That this happened. I see it. So if I drop 11, yes. Previous 0, new 1. Now, is this coming from the mount or is it coming from the character? That's a good question. Because if it's changing only on the character, it will not help, right? We don't know who we are, right? I think we need to print out who we are. It's strange because usually it's printing the character at the beginning. No, it's not. Like here, right? Like in this, yeah, probably from Blueprints is doing it. From Blueprints is doing it automatically. I think we get name because get name contains the race, right? So we will see if, but basically is not working, right? So this is getting called for sure. This is getting called for sure because we see the printout properly. So the and also the value of the encumber slowdown is correct. We execute this, but we don't care, and then we execute this, right? And so when we do the set speed non-ALS in my PS character, this is where we are setting the stuff. I mean, we can print out here as well and see. This should be executed both server and client, I guess. Yeah, so this will tell us if we are really setting the proper speed and where we are setting it, right? And it should be server side and then replicated with this function, right? With this function replicated to all the clients, because it is a multicast. Yeah, I don't understand why it's not working. In theory, it should work. In theory, it should work, but it's not. It's kind of strange, boys. Yeah, it's strange. It's not working, but we will debug it and see, I guess. Debug it and see. By the way, guys, if you have any questions on the game or what I'm doing, or you want to, tell me what you do with Unreal Engine, please do it. Be interactive. I'm streaming also to speak with you. Don't worry to distract me, it's fine. Okay, so what we want to see, we want... at the moment I cannot mount because again I have like 20 thingies on me. So I will remove 11 because we know that's the number to be able to move, right? And we see the on-ramp encumbrance change, but I don't see the speed change when that happens. That's a bit strange though, huh? Why? Caring too much. 320. Why I don't see the speed change? I see the Diabolic character. Because it happens on the Diabolic character. It doesn't happen on the mount. Ah, fuck. Wait, No, but should happen also on the mount. What do you mean? We set it explicitly. On wrap encumbrance change, right? This one is on the Diaboli. Okay. And that I understand. But why? So we set it on the wrong guy? I don't think so. I think we set it on the proper guy, but let's see. So when we do handle mount, right? We said that on handle mount we pass the encumbrance to the mount, right? Is what we said. Mount, right? Pass our encumbrance to the mount. So I do mount equal to rider, right? So this variable will be set right on the mount as well. So that should immediately trigger the on wrap, right? That should immediately trigger this on wrap, and if it triggers the on wrap, I should see this on the clients, right? So why I don't? Because it's already the same value? I don't think so. That's the fun of multiplayer, guys. So we only see the change on the Diaboli. We never see the change. We never see the change on the mount, and I don't understand why. We never see the change on the mount. That is very, very strange, right? How can it be that we never see the change on the mount if we are explicitly setting it, right? And by the way, here is never called. Here is never called. Here is never called. No, we need to call it on the server as well, eh? Wait. On wrap encumbrance change. I think we have to call it. I think we have to call it. I don't know. Let me try like this. So we call the on-ramp on the server as well. Normally, hello Moon. Normally I use Unreal Engine 5 to warm up my room in winter and summer to cook food. Oh, really? It's using a lot of power. It's using a lot of power. And your PC? On-ramp is client only, means as authority is useless. No, we can call it server side as well, no? No, it was actually crashing. What do you mean as authority is useless? It was actually crashing because... It was crashing because it was called on the client, and so this line was this line is a server only line, and it was getting executed and it was crashing. So I had to do this to avoid a crash. But yes, this one is not called on the server, so I have to call it on the server as well. And now I'm forcing it. The problem is that I think he will call it on the... I don't understand why he's calling it on the character and not on the mount. Because I'm setting the encumbrance on the mount, right? So why the hell is not... Why I don't see my encumbrance printout? Probably because on the client he has no authority to change it on another creature, and so he's not changing it. Yeah, that's possible. Yeah, I have to call it server side because then the setting of the speed is done by the server and then is replicated to the client. So I don't know if this is the best way actually, but I think it's the most intuitive to me. Okay, so now we are again at 20 thingies, so we have to drop 10, well, drop 11. We drop 11, we summon our mount, we mount the mount. Now we move normally, I assume, yes. Now we pick up this. And now we should not be able to move. No, we move anyway. Fuck. So it didn't work. Okay, it didn't work. On wrap, encumbrance change. Yeah, but I don't understand why I'm seeing this only on... New speed 850. Wait. Here we see the new speed now. New speed, okay, wait. Now we see, now it's better, but the value is wrong. New speed. New speed of who? New speed of who? New speed of who? Get name. New speed of who? Because now it's kind of doing something more, right? Because we see this, we see this. The problem is that the speed is still 850. Let me do this. So let's try to print out who is changing the speed, what is the current encumbrance law, and what is the new speed, right? Because otherwise is we cannot understand. Because we have our character, the Diaboli, and then we have the mount. I don't understand why I don't see the mount in the printout. I mean, it's true I'm doing a possess, but the possess is switching the pawn, right, and attaching it to the player controller, right? So the pawn should now be the horse, right? And so the printout get name should print the horse name, not my name. And it's very strange there is no printing the horse. I mean, I really hope he prints the horse now. And if he prints the horse, we are on the good path. And maybe it's just that the encumbrance law is not set properly, because 850 is the standard speed for the horse, right? And so it seems that it's not getting reduced. It seems that this multiplication is not working. So probably this is 1, right? It should not be 1, but anyway. But we need to reach the point where we are at least trying to set the speed on the horse, right? Otherwise, if we don't get there, if we don't get there, we will never slow down. We will never slow down. Okay, so I have to do the same trick, dropping 11, putting them there, summoning my mount, mounting the mount, picking up my shit, and moving. It moves the same, okay, but let's see in the printout. Let's see in the printout. First of all, I don't have the printout of the speed on the client. I don't see it. I see only the printout of the speed on the server. Or not even. Rivna character. Previous one, new one. Ah! Okay, so it seems that is happening at least now. But it's happening only server side. But okay, it seems that is at wait. It seems that now we made some progress. So let me drop 11. Let me drop 11. And when I drop 11, I see. It doesn't happen again? Why? Okay. I pick up 11. It doesn't happen because it's 1, so it doesn't get replicated. It doesn't happen because it's 1 and it's not getting replicated. So it's already the same value. Holy shit. But why is not getting, why the multiplication doesn't work? Wait, let's look at the log from the beginning, right? Set speed non-ALS. Wait a second. No. This is a problem, huh? No. Wait. This is set speed non-ALS obviously cannot be called on my normal character, right? I mean, this is another problem, but obviously this should never be called on my normal character because this is only for the mounts. So I think we need to check. Did we add a is ALS? Is ALS character? Okay. Okay. Okay, this is a good fix because anyway, otherwise it's a bit of a mess, right? Because we set the this should never be called on ALS characters. Okay, so that maybe is already messing up things, right? But apart from that, which is this line that we should never have happened, right? Should never have happened. Oh my god, it's happening on all the creatures. Yeah, but now we will not. Now we will not. Okay, so it's happening on all the NPC because it should not. Okay, so that will go away. This is all the But anyway, apart from there's too many NPC now. Okay, you see that the Rivnak, here the Rivnak was summoned, right? And as soon as he's summoned, his encumbrance is 1, and the new speed is 850. So that is the normal state, right? So he can move fast. Now, after this, what happens? No, but this is still the initial loading. This is still the initial loading, boys. No, this is the initial loading. Let's skip this. Let's go after that. Okay. So here it is after the initial loading, right? So my character loads in, and yes, he has that problem that now we fixed. Because this should never happen. And then we summon the pet, right? When we summon the pet, the character gets a default speed. Here is where we summon the pet. Get a default speed of 850. Okay, fantastic. I don't know why he gets it twice, but it's fine. He gets it twice. Now, here we are mounting, okay? Here we are mounting the creature. And here we already have the first problem, right? Because I have some weight on me. I have some weight on me when I'm mounting. No. When I'm mounting, we drop the 11 ore, and so we are at no encumbrance. So let's say that when I'm mounting is correct that I see 1, right? So we multiply by 1, and so we don't reduce. This is a percentage, right? Percentage of slowdown. So 1 is not. Okay, so the Rivna gets 1. Okay. Then so I mounted. Then here I pick up my ore. And as you can see, my character is saying carrying too much, new speed 320. And this is already a bit weird though, but this is already a bit weird. Here we are looking at the server log, yes. So in theory, when I mount, right, when I pick up, right, the encumbrance should change, but it's not changing. I think when we pick up the item, the encumbrance is not changing. But it's very strange because it does usually. It looks like that when we pick up the item, you know, I think why? Because when we pick up the item, we are the mount. We are not the character. Because we already possessed, right? We already possessed. So when we pick up, right? When we pick up, by the way, pickup is implemented in such a stupid way. I should change it one day because it's so confusing. is inside this send behavior message, and I don't know why. I mean, it's done because it's also NPC can pick up, but it's super confusing. So here there should be, right, an update encumbrance, right, at a certain point. I don't know where. No, it's not. Probably is inside inventory add, right? So when we do now, the problem is that if we are on a mount and I pick up, right? Wait a second. If I am on a mount and I pick up, will the mount be doing this or will be me doing this? Because I think we are not modifying the encumbrance when we pick up the items and we are on the mount. I think this is what is happening at the moment. Everything else I think is working. So I think that this inventory add, which is actually the one that is doing the actual thing, this inventory add, right? This inventory add. Does he has any idea that I am a mount? I don't see mount anywhere here, and that scares me a bit. So it seems that he's considering that we are already in the proper place. So in theory we passed it to the character already. We passed it to the character already. Possible. Pick up, user manager pick up. Yeah, but there should be a switch like that is saying if you are on a mount, handle pickup, handle pickup, handle pickup, handle pickup, handle pickup. Now this is directly done, so maybe it's done client side. I don't know. I think we should debug it 1 second, but I think what is happening is that we are not setting the encumbrance on the creature when we pick up the thing. I think that is what is. I think this pick. Okay, let's launch the server in debug mode because it's too confusing. So I want to understand when I come through this, right? When I come through this, I want to see if we are the creature or the actor, and probably we are the actor. So, but if we are the actor, right? If we are the actor, so let's say that this add, let's here. We need to stop here, right? So let's say this add, I'm pretty sure that is updating the encumbrance, right? Somewhere, I don't know where, because update encumbrance, right? So we need to understand if this is triggering, right? This should trigger because this is changing current weight, total weight, blah blah blah. Actor. What do you mean actor? Yeah, actor is the owner. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, so here, right? It's doing this here. So it's changing the encumbrance for the creature. And it is the replicated variable. So as soon as and here we are server side, right? Server side, we update this. We set the mode to overweight. True, but in this case we are setting it only on the character, not on the mount. This is the problem. This is the problem. You know what? You know what we can do, which is probably easier? Instead of changing all these functions, because I could say here, if you are on a mount, also change the encumbrance of the mount, right? But it is not very helpful, right? I think what is probably easier is that we do it inside of this. I think we do it inside of this. So we say, I think inside of this we say, if we are on a mount, change it also on the mount. And so I can remove the other code that I said. No, I can leave it when you mount and dismount. But when this, because yeah, when this changes, we need to propagate it to the mount as well. We need to propagate it to the mount. So how do we do it? We do it only on the server, or we do it only on the server. Okay. If we are on a mount, update the encumbrance also on the mount, right? So to know if we are on a mount, we can just assuming that here we are. Oh fuck! Here we are in ALS based character. No. Jesus. Okay. So we don't do it here. We do it here. Because here we are in the right place. Here we are inside our character. Never call this on ALS characters. Well, actually, yeah, this is a bit messy though. But it's a bit messy because I should not do it here. I should do it in another place. But fine, guys. It's not our world is not a world of perfect things. So let me just explain it a bit more. This is called when we update the encumbrance. From onRep whatever. This is also called, right? And so if we're on a mount, we update it. So this piece of code actually is sitting in a very weird place, but I don't care. So if the mount is valid, and we are not a mount, well, if the mount is valid, we are not a mount, right? So we get our encumbrance low. No, wait, the opposite. We get our encumbrance low and we set it on the mount, right? And I think that now this will then do all the stuff that we wanted to do. Maybe your line trace code decides who is doing the pickup. The line trace? No, it's the... No, it's the... I mean, you are on possess, right? So... But there is a... I mean, there is a mess. I mean, it's too long to explain. I mean, when you are on the mount... you are a possess, right? So you are the mount. So I had to reroute all our functions, inventory, chat, spellcasting, combat. everything from the mount to your character, right? Because otherwise you would pick up an item and put it in the inventory of the horse. And so that was a painful thing to do, but I did it. And so now when you are on the mount, basically everything reroutes to your character, even if you are not the pawn, right? Because at that moment you are not the pawn. The horse is the pawn. And there was a really painful process. And it's still ongoing, because every time we add a new function, we have to think, oh, what happens if you are on a mount? I don't know if there is a better way to do it, but the possess seemed to be the easiest. I tried the other way without the possess, but it was harder. And so, I mean, no possess was better because all my functions were routed automatically, right? I mean, we were using our character, but you may ask why this guy has a because we have the visual equip. Because we have the visual equip on him. I can put this if you prefer. On the back. On the back. On the right shoulder. The right shoulder. Ah, look at this, huh? Our game can do fantastic things. I know. You can visually keep whatever you want. Okay, what we are doing here? We are dropping 11. Yeah. We are dropping 11. We are summoning the thing. We are riding the thing. It needs food. Okay. We pick up the thing. And now we try to move. Fuck, he moves anyway. Okay. I hoped that he would not move, but he moved anyway. Okay, so let's try to understand what is going on now. New speed, new speed. Where do I have the pickup? So it is the pickup of the 11 items. Here we are server side. Yeah, but why I don't see the... No, here I'm dropping the 11 items. Sorry, here I'm dropping the 11 items. Here I'm summoning the pet. The pet by default is 1-800. 2 times, I don't know why. We have the pet. We do the on possess. My encumbrance is 1, which is correct at the beginning. Then I pick up the item. I do add item, or so I'm picking up the item. And here nothing happens. There is no new speed, new nothing. What the fuck? So this change did not happen. This did not happen. Because I go here when I'm the mount. Because I go here when I'm the mount. Yeah, that's possible. Okay, let me debug it because I'm going crazy. Let me just launch it in debug. Maybe I'm entering in this function when I'm the mount, and so I should do get rider. I should do get rider. Yeah, that's possible. That's possible. But we are not printing this out, right? No, this is not happening. This is not happening. No, this is not happening. Bro, but in the inventory add, we do update. Okay, let's debug it fully, because in the inventory add, we are... Yeah, here, right? I mean, in the inventory add, we are updating this 100%. Why this is not happening? I don't get it. We launch it in debug mode. It's a bit slower, but you didn't remove the is ALS character 2 lines down, line 81866. What? 1866 where? In 1866 I'm trying all the files 1866 no, but this is okay. This is fine. So the only thing that we want to do inside this function is to update the encumbrance, right? This should never be called, this thing should never be called for a normal character. But I think that we enter here as a mount. This I think is our problem. Let me see. Here, okay, this will happen for all the okay, I have to remove it. This will happen for all the characters at startup. We are just starting the server. Okay, it's fine. I want to see when I pick up the ore from the ground, if we arrive here, right? Because we have to. Okay. I drop my 11. I drop my 11. Okay, fine. Do whatever you want. The drop 11, you can do whatever you want. I summon my mount. It's fine. The mount will do whatever he has to do. That we don't care at the moment. I mount my mount. Okay, do whatever you want. By the way, it would have been nice to know if that was the mount, but fine. Now I want to see what happens. So I pick up this. No, there was another breakpoint. I pick up this. Okay, I go in inventory add. Inventory add on who of me? Okay, this is my inventory. Okay, this is my inventory. This is my encumbrance low. Okay. Can we set the speed? Okay, we go inside of this. Fine. It's still me, right? Still me. Yeah. Yes. But that other breakpoint didn't trigger. That other breakpoint didn't trigger. So we have actually set the, this was 0, right? So we have actually set the encumbrance properly on my character, going through this update encumbrance, right? And my idea was that then we were entering here, no? We were entering here on the server side, but we are not. Why? These freaking printouts, bro. NPC dialogue. Why NPC dialogue is spamming so much? Wait a second, I want to remove that because it's spamming so much. They should be verbose. They should be verbose, bro. They should be verbose or log. Well, I can remove NPC dialogue from the... Wait. NPC dialogue, let's say warning. Okay, so it will not spam anymore. It will not spam anymore. Yeah, but basically, after I set my encumbrance the second time, right? So I set the encumbrance at 0. Because here I do the pickup. Here I do the pickup. Why after this there is no... Why after this there is no printout of this? Why? Why the encumbrance is not updated anymore? Why the unwrap is not triggering? Why the unwrap is not triggering? I mean, it's not triggering on a pawn that is not possessed. No, it should trigger anyway, right? The fact that it's not possessed should not make any difference. I mean, it's a change, right? It's not going here. It's not going here. It's not going here. It's not going here. It's going here on the client. Wait, maybe it's going there only on the client. Is it going there on the client? Well, searching it in this mess. Here we timed out, so it's before this. Set percent. Setting is riding. No, I don't see it on the client either. Pickup, wait, pickup triggered. Pickup triggered. Going invisible, timeout. No, I didn't do it because we were in debug mode and it timed out. Maybe he's doing this on the client only. Because we said when we update the encumbrance, in reality, when we do this, we don't call server side on rep. Yeah, we don't call on rep server side. This is so annoying, by the way. Can I have an on rep that is? I mean, why I cannot have an on rep that is triggering on server automatically? It's so stupid. It's so stupid. I mean, in a real engine, why the on-ramp fuck is... Why? I mean, why I have to do it manually? I don't understand. It's so stupid. I want it both places. Why replicated using is only on the client? Why? Why? Why the unreplicated using is only happening on the client? And this often trips up people. Yeah, it really trips me up, yes. Yeah, but I need it also on the server, my boys. Everywhere. I cannot call it manually whenever I update my encumbrance. It's so annoying. You have to call it. You have to call it. You have to call it. You have to call it! Okay, so we do a set encumbrance, which by the way is a good idea, I would say. I mean, we should really not do this, right? We should really not do this. I mean, not this, I mean this. We should not really do this, right? We should never do it. We should do a set encumbrance slowdown, and then when we do that, assuming that we are on the server, we call the on-ramp, right? So we are sure that we catch it everywhere. Because my problem now is that this is done in so many places that if I have to do it, you know, I go completely crazy. I go completely crazy. Holy moly. Holy hell. So here we will do the freaking on-rap GG server side my thingy. So annoying. So annoying engine. No, I'm joking, guys. I really like Unreal Engine. And by the way, to have the previous value, I have to store it. Jesus. Okay, so okay, now we always need to use this, right? We cannot use the other one. So every time we see, well, apart from inside this function, obviously, every time we see that we set the, like here, for example, right? We do this. Okay. We never do it differently. Never ever. Did I do it right? Yeah. We never do it differently because the stupid program. Oh my god, it's in 1 million places. But fine. It's in 1 million places, my boys, but we can do it. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry. We can do it. So now we don't need this anymore, right? Because we are doing it inside yeah, exactly. So we saved 2 lines. That's nice. Well, we actually saved 4 lines. We saved 4 lines, my boys. There is hope. Okay, so now we are everywhere. Everywhere we set this freaking variable. Right? Everywhere we call this function. And this function, what it's doing is saying, hey, if you are on the server, please call that also on the server, which seems to be normal. How many people on the internet got mad for this problem? How many? He's saying, oh, a lot. This exact Unreal Engine replication gotcha has tripped thousands of developers over the years. Especially those new to Unreal Networking. Well, new, I mean, it's not to be new, I mean, he's insulting me now. There are some signs of how widespread it is. Dozens of threads. Dozens of threads called on rep, not called on server. Replicated using only on client. Stack Overflow. Multiple highly upvoted questions. Many official and unofficial guides. Common frustration pattern. New dev set a variable on the server and GG. So yes, it is absolutely made a lot of developer mad online. Very mad. Okay, let's try now. Do you think now it will work or not? I don't know, I give it a 50-50 because I think that we may be entering as the mount inside my character inventory. But I'm not sure. GG, we crashed already. We crashed already. Very nice. Movement component 190. So now probably it's called too much. I don't know. 190. ALS base character. What? Cast to ALS base character. What? Huh? Operator equal. We are crashing inside an operator equal, my boys. Can you believe it? Set encumbrance slowdown. Yeah, we are coming from that function actually. We are coming from this function at server startup and we crash. Set movement settings. We crash here. Because the get my movement component is not valid yet. Okay. Easy fix. Well, I don't know. Let's see if that fixes it. Hopefully. Hopefully. Well, I think we're getting closer, guys. We're getting closer, but this was harder than I thought, but no, in reality, no, because I know that every time that we work with the mounts, it is a mess. Every time we work with the mounts is a mess. Every single time. And one day we will have to redo mounts completely. Like the camera on our mounts really sucks. Really sucks. Like my character is moving up and down and my mount is standing still. I mean, it's the opposite of what it should be. No, we're crashing again. Okay. PS character CPP 1869. Still coming from there, by the way. 1869 of PS character. Yeah, because now we are calling it every time, right? And the server is still starting, and so yeah. So here we don't even have a race. This is just the basic. I'm thinking if I want to do this check before everything, or if I want to do it here. I mean, if we don't have a race yet, right? If we don't have a race yet, if we don't have a race yet, I think there is no point in doing any of this. Because when the server starts, Unreal Engine is initializing all the objects, right, by calling their constructor and things. And I think in this case, the onRep is firing even. This is another stupid thing, by the way. So it seems that the onRep notify. It seems that they're replicated using with the onRep, not the onRep notify. They're replicated using function is called by Unreal also when is initializing the objects internally. I mean, it is insane as well, because yes, exactly. Another subtle very Unreal Engine replication quirk is also called during initial replication. Yeah, how can I know that is initial replication then? Initialization. If B has not initialized, we could use this. Do you think we should use this? I don't know. So you can, there is a way to know if you are in initialization mode or not. I mean, if you are in initialization mode, I mean, we don't really care about the onRep, right? Unreal does call onRep during its internal initialization. Come on, bro. Now it's crashing all the time. It crashed there again. So it means that... Wait. Because I didn't really... Wait. I didn't really compile it. Wait. Didn't really by the way, I don't know this get race info, what it's doing. Maybe race current. Okay, that should be enough. That should be safe enough. No, I didn't recompile it. So it's calling all the onRep on the initial on the internal initialization. Which is really weird. Okay, now it compiled. Let's see if it crashes or not. Let's see if it crashes or not. By the way, hello everyone. I see there are a few people on the stream. Hello. I know it's a weird time to stream, but yeah, I'm doing it. If you want to leave a follow, that would be nice, so we see each other again. The good news is that it didn't crash. Apart from this red stuff, but this red stuff is known. I never solved it. Okay. So we drop our 11. We know the sequence now. We summon our mount that needs food, but anyway. We mount the mount. We pick up that thingy. And now we try to move. It works! It finally works! I cannot move! I can rotate, but I cannot move! Okay, nice. This is very good. Now, let me see if it works partially, right? So if I drop like 5, I should be moving but slowly, right? Yes, I am. And if now the only question is if I sprint, is the sprint also slow down? That I don't know. I can reach the point where I'm barely moving. So let's do this. Let's go with let's drop only 1. I should be barely moving, right? Yeah, like like that. It's not even moving the legs because it's okay, but if I sprint, yeah, if I sprint it's the same. Okay, it works, guys. We properly implemented the encumbrance also on the mount, which some players may not like because it was like an exploit, right? It was very nice. I think many of you used it as an exploit, but it's okay. Okay, let's see if the mount can eat. If the mount gives the message, right? Gives the message. I need something to eat, though. Does it? Is it eating this? No, it's not eating that. I need an egg or something. Because I added the message. Let's see if he prints the message, Mike. Now that part is done. Now, this was the first piece that I wanted to do, so that also on the mount you have the problem of the encumbrance like normal, so the cards now are more useful, right? Because otherwise you would just use a mount. I need another client because I need to spawn an item. And this is a player. This guy is a pure player. So he cannot spawn anything. Item egg. Let me see if he's eating the egg or not. Yes. It didn't print out the message though. Why? He ate the thing, but he didn't send the message. Why? Ah, shit, multicast is not the right thing to. I don't remember where was that. It was in the trigger of the perception. No. It was in the trigger of the event, but if I search it this way, I will never find it. Where was that? It was on pickup, right? Maybe it's not on. Maybe on pickup is not. Let me see if I eat it myself. Let me see if I spawn an egg and I eat it. Can I consume it? So in reality this egg is not really a consumable item. I mean, he can eat it, but it was inside pickup. Where was it? Was inside pickup? Was inside pickup. Ay. Was inside pickup operation. I had the breakpoint, by the way. Fuck. Yeah, in theory he's here, but he's not going through this. Return operation completed. Maybe we do this. I don't know. Let me debug it. Is easier because otherwise it's hard. Let me just give. No. Yeah, but we can do it with the. With the other client. Or we exit here because the egg is less than, and we don't give any energy even if we eat it. So yeah, in theory this should be done before, right? Yeah, this should be done before. No. It should be done before meaning here. Yeah. Because I think we exited from, I don't know the egg, I don't know the cost of the egg. Probably the cost of the egg is below 5, because there is a reasoning that he still heats it, but he's not helping his energy to go up. Let me see, item stats. Name egg. The cost is in a stupid place. The cost is 2. Yeah. So I think we probably got that problem. Do we want to trust our instinct? Well, we can. Hello, Hula. Good morning. How do you say good morning in French? Morning? How do you say good morning in French? It's not bonjour, because it's bonjour is day. Bon... Does it even exist? You don't have good morning in French? And no, bonjour, is good day. Good day. And no. So you don't have it. So you don't say good morning, good day. Bonjourne, bonjour, good morning. No one says bon matin. So you are missing bonjour. So you just say bonjour when it's morning. So he actually corresponds. Yeah, you don't have it. No. I don't remember if Ferrari has the mount or Cranny has the mount. And he's falling down. This is so weird, by the way. I don't understand why. Whee! Boom. Do we have a mount? Haha, we have a mount. He needs food. Okay, I can give you an egg, my friend. Yes! He's printing it, Mike. It's working. So now you know, now we know. Okay, now I would like to do another change though, that consume, I mean, it should consume one item at a time, right? Like if I have 20 eggs, it's gonna eat 20 eggs, and that's not a very great idea. If I give him a stack of 20, he's eating 20. He's eating 20. Can I change the name of this guy? This guy will be called Rivzdra. Because he's a bit of a Rivnak and he's a bit of a zebra. Or Rivzbra. Okay, it's fine. It will be called this way. How do we make it? How do we make it so that this guy is only eating one at a time. He's only eating one at a time. Well, it will be, I mean, it will be like a pickup. It will be like a pickup. So I have to split the stack, right? Do you like that, Mike? Nice. It is there. But I think you should eat only one at a time. So we need a... I'm just thinking another function where we have to do the same, but I think the only function that does that is the pickup, right? Which is actually splitting the stack. Which is kind of annoying. I mean, this may not be very easy to do. This may not be very easy to do, unfortunately. Do we know the count, by the way? We don't know the count here. Now, here we are picking up a full item. Here we are picking up a full item, so we don't know the count actually. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure that when we use the pickup command, right? When you use the pickup command, here we have the stack count, right? I mean, I'm pretty sure. No? No, we always pick up. I have observed that if delicious food is fed to the pet and he's hungry for more, but raw things like carrots for Nivnag, he's satisfied with one or two. Nice. Maybe, I don't know. I think it depends on the cost. So the cost is feeding. The more the item is costing, the more is giving him energy. That was the original idea. Then I didn't really develop it much, but. I don't know, guys. I think I also have to go. It's nearly 1 p.m. I cannot do this now. It's too late. I have to go to lunch. But anyway, we did what we wanted to do, which is nice. So we added the encumbrance to the mount. Now the next thing would be to be able to attach the cart to the mount, right? And now that he has the encumbrance, it kind of makes sense because, well, it's not that we have to undo what we did, but basically what we'll have to say is that, no, you will move your stuff to the cart, right? You will move the stuff to the cart. And, yeah. Exactly. I think I can get a car. So what we have to fix So what I have to fix is that when I'm doing this, right? When I'm doing this, apart from the fact that the cart is in the wrong position, whatever. Why are my guys looking backward all the time? Why is looking that direction? I don't know. But anyway, apart from the position, which is obviously wrong, right? But the position I can fix somehow, some way, right? The problem is that now when you are on the Rivnak, there is no consideration of the movement, right? So it's moving like if the card does not exist. So you can move so quickly, right? You can move so quickly, and but maybe we can do it this. Maybe we can leave it this way. I mean, if I fix the vertical, I need to fix the vertical thing. But the wheels are not rotating. Yeah, the wheels are not rotating. So yeah, because he's considering the speed of my character and not the speed of the mount. Yeah, so there is still a bit of work to do on this, but maybe I have to think about it. Okay, guys, I think I need to go. I need to go, guys, to lunch. I don't know if I will be here in the afternoon, but I don't think so, because I have to leave at about 4. I have to leave at about 4, but I will see. Give me just a sec. Okay, I just got an update that I have to leave from here from 3:30. So yeah, so it will so yeah, I will not be here in the afternoon, so I will be here tomorrow evening probably, okay? Tomorrow evening. I don't think I can do tomorrow afternoon. I think if I can, it's very special, but I think it will probably be tomorrow evening. I don't know. We will see, okay? See you tomorrow, guys. Bye. See you. I don't know why my guy is looking always in certain direction when he's and then we have this problem. Oh, nice. I can carry the thing. Ah, very nice. Look at this. Wait. I can do it correctly. I can do it correctly. Ah, look now. Yeah, there is a bit of a problem with the there is a bit of a problem with the collision. But yeah, I can carry this guy easy. I can carry this guy around. Look at that. So I am the horse. He's the passenger. Easy. Yeah, that will probably happen. Bye bye. See you guys. Bye. Tomorrow evening or tomorrow afternoon. I don't know. Bye. See you.